Hello, everyone. Welcome back. This is episode 78 of my podcast, where I read an article that was titled, Meet the Largest Ant in the USA. To which I thought, no, I won't meet, I'm not going to meet the largest ant. Because what are we going to talk about? We have absolutely nothing in common, me and this ant. Wow, you're a big ant. I'm just a regular sized human. You know? Both of the things, the size differentiation compared to all the other things, and even the creature that we are. We're not going to have anything to say. I'm not going to meet the biggest ant. So it was really bold of them to assume that I would just want to meet the biggest ant, considering that I Googled biggest ant. But you know what? They tried to force me into something. I didn't want to do it. I didn't want to meet the largest ant. And they said, meet him. This is a command. I've been getting a lot of clickbait articles, let me tell you, and they are worded very specifically so that you only need to read the headline. I read a headline today that said, Elon Musk wants this Twitter account to stop following his jet, and he offered him $5,000 in a Tesla in order to do so, and he said no. What I want is an interview and a flight on the private jet, which is such a baller move, dude. Nah, fuck your free Tesla and your $5,000. I don't care about your money. I care about your time. What's way more valuable than that is your time. He said, yeah, I'll stop. He's got leverage, dude. This is how, I need to troll my way into what's the opposite of obscurity? I need to troll my way into the zeitgeist. I need to start following a billionaire. I need to start stalking a billionaire so that I have leverage, so I could propose to him. No. If you want me to stop stalking you, you need to give me your time. I need to be able to film you and me, and then I'll make my breakout headline as an interviewer. I just interview billionaires. Dude, I'm not gay, but I want to suck billionaire cocks for a living. Like, everybody's got a price, and I'm on board. I would absolutely just chow down on a billionaire cock if he were to give me some money. I think, anytime I've ever been like catcalled or anything, which is a very rare occasion, it's happened maybe 3 times ever. It's a rare occasion for a man to be catcalled. And one time somebody said I had a nice ass, and I was like, I have a choice right now, right? I can be upset because somebody just objectified me, or I can appreciate the fact that someone likes my ass. The thing that I have that I sit on a lot of the time, the thing that I have that produces my dirty browns, my Charlie Browns, some nice hot cocoa in the evening, they are taking their time out of their day to scream at me, telling me that they like what produces my chocolate cakes. Chocolate. I have a choice right now. I can be offended, or I can appreciate the fact that someone likes anything about me. And I think I have the opposite of trauma in terms of sexual things, because I am free and willing to give it up to anyone who is willing to partake, if that makes any lick of sense. I have been alone so much of my life and when given the opportunity to have any sort of sexual encounter, as little as it may be, as someone complimenting my figure, it is the most, it made my whole week. It made my year. You need to start, women, start complimenting men more, please. And I'm not talking about the fucking edge. There's some. I think I caught on to this very early. There's just this algorithmic divide, this push to divide genders. You know, people who are getting on board this Andrew Tate shit, and then the women who are getting on, I don't know, OnlyFans or something. They make classes. There's a. I saw an advertisement for like a OnlyFans like course. Like they're just selling women the same bullshit now. Like what I'm trying to say is that there are good guys and I'm one of them, and you need to compliment my ass because it makes my day better. But I want to see you put your money where your mouth is, though. I want to see you appreciate this ass. You know, of all the things, like, I haven't been complimented on much throughout my life, but like, my ass has been a stable source of compliments for me. And I don't even know what I did to achieve this feat, you know? I just sat and you know, did some squats sometimes when I haven't done very many recently. And I can't tell if it's coming through on the mic or not, but I have horrible snot. Terrible. Just putrid, truly. Horrible snot. I can't wait for the winter. This is the first summer. It's fun talking about the weather, right? Yeah, I'm boring. I can't wait for the winter because this has been easily, I think everyone could agree that this has been like the worst summer ever for heat. And that's the end of that thought, because we're not going to talk about the weather anymore because the weather is fucking boring. So, I have some concerns to raise with the companies Hennessy and Jack Daniels, okay? Your slogans are a little too specific with what you want us to do. Or maybe not specific enough, and that's even more dangerous. Hennessy. Never stop, never settle. So are you saying that at any given moment we are intended to be drinking Hennessy? Never stop drinking Hennessy. Never settle for anything that isn't Hennessy. Okay, no thanks. And Jack Daniels, you got a problem as well. Make it count. What kind of fucking... What are you trying to pull here, Jack Daniels? Make it count? What is that? Some reference to something? How do you make... I've never made a liquid count to any number. Okay? And so you want me to waste my time. You want me to waste everybody's time? Me, in a room with a bottle of Jack Daniels. And I have to sit there until this thing fucking counts? I think not. I will be sitting in no room with no bottle of Jack Daniels. And it will not be counting to any number. Because it can't. I do not have the powers. You know when they say when the power confided in me, I now pronounce you a bottle of Jack Daniels that can count. Never happened. Not once. Because no one has that power. By the power invested in me, I now pronounce you a bottle of Jack Daniels that can count. Fuck off, dude. Alright? I've had it. And we could go back to Mike's Hard. Just absolutely, like that's sexual assault. Mike's hard. What? Gross. Disgusting. Why'd you make me think of that? Mike's harder. Oh, even harder? I need to. They need to make Mike's hardest. And then they need to make Mike's about to explode. And then they need to make Mike came all over your fucking tits. All over your stupid fucking tits. Mike, it's like the Pokemon evolution. Mike's hard, Mike's harder, Mike came. Mike came all over your stupid fucking tits. And I hate it. I hate alcohol slogans. They should not be allowed to have slogans. Jack Daniels, drink it. It's Hennessy. You better fucking drink this shit. If I made a liquor, it would first off, it would be called liquor. Liquor. Okay. And the slogan would be or else. Lick her or else. It's a vodka. And that's just about on par with those two, you know? It's just ridiculous. It's just a little ridiculous. Are artists only famous after they die because once they die, everybody finds all their shit? And it becomes more valuable because this is the only shit that there will be. You know how they're fucking everybody, all these companies, all these record companies are abusing the shit out of people who died because they have the rights to all of their recordings. So they're putting out songs with features. Their verse is like they do the chorus, or like they do like 2 lines and they repeat those 2 lines and that's the chorus, and then the all the verses are features. Like XXS Tentacion. It's fucking bullshit and I want it to stop. And I think I have what it takes to take on the music industry. Come to court with me. Let's talk about it. Let's just have a little talk. Have you ever splurged on a big dessert and like the moment you take the first bite, you can picture yourself at the end after you ate the whole thing? Because there's a level of chocolatiness or whatever where you know what it tastes like already. And so you're just going to have that taste in your mouth for a little while until it's all gone. And you can you just like dissociate during that period of time because the first bite, you pictured yourself at the end and you were basically at the end. I think that's what life is. I think life is exactly like that. If you picture, it's already over. Something to think about. It's kind of dark. That's kind of not a fun topic. I don't understand why people who are lactose intolerant feel the need to make it their entire personality. As if in 2022, I was interested in hearing you talk about the things you don't like. Come on, dude. It's 2022. There's no room for intolerance anymore. Oh, I don't eat milk because it makes me shit. I'll eat pizza and then just have a stomach ache after. Get over it. Cows exist. Dairy exists, okay? Get over it. There's no fucking room for your bullshit intolerance. I'm sick and tired of you people who are like, but if I eat that, I'm gonna be on the toilet later. Nobody cares. Absolutely no one. At all. Like, you think, okay, some people care. No. And I think this is another thing that I spoke into existence, dude. Every time you project things into the world and you get back what you put out. Okay, I started noticing that all these people who are lactose intolerant, just like people in 2022 no longer know how to have personalities, and so they look towards the outward traits that they have, and they just say, oh, these traits they are the things that make up me. I'm lactose intolerant, and that's gonna be a personality trait of mine because I don't have anything interesting to say. You know, my thing is that whenever somebody like is good at drawing, I'm just like, wow, I can't even draw a stick figure. Why is that always the human response to any's like, whoa, that's so good, I can't even draw a stick figure. Haven't heard that one before. You know, I'm sick and tired of these people. It's like not that big of a deal. These people have problems, okay? People are way too attached to what they think, and that they think that makes them who they are. It doesn't. It doesn't. If you've ever meditated, you know your thoughts don't make you who you are. Because you got some bad thoughts. And the fact that some people get offended by things should spend more time in their own head, because they'll think of something just as bad. And that's pride at that point. Whenever they say, if somebody's offended, that's them being like, I can't believe you would say that out loud, you know? Hey, that's for inside your head, you know? It's like, okay, but I thought it, so can't you handle it? Like if I roasting people is my love language. If I can just find a way to like get a jab at you, I'll do that. But what's a far more worse roast is if I don't roast you because I think you can't handle it. Like, that's a way worse roast in and of itself. Silence, the lack of roasting is just I don't think this person is stable enough to handle the thoughts that come into my head. You know, I hate that the people feel the need to say sorry after they like are open and honest. I don't know, man. I think some people haven't spent enough time in their heads to realize that like there's like not much you could say that could truly disturb me, because I've already thought of the worst things on my own, you know? I don't know if that's intrusive thoughts. I don't know if that's just the way it is. I don't know. It's just like that level of like bullshit where you pretend that you don't think horrible things. Sometimes, like, at least some, like, to be offended when someone says it out loud, because it's just like, whoa, why'd you take it into the real, you know? I don't fucking know, dude. Point is, people really need to stop with their fucking intolerance, because it's 2022 and cows exist, okay? Allow them to be cows, because you telling me how you're gonna shit later isn't helping anyone. What age do people stop saying happy birthday and start saying congratulations? I don't think I want to live that long then, I guess. You know? Cause it's like, congrats on this achievement that every year you're alive, it's more and more surprising that you're not dead. Is it 50? Congrats, you made it to at least half, or to more than halfway. Definitely. Oh my God. Isn't the dude? I think about how I'm gonna die one day, and that sucks. That just stinks, man. Ah, darn. Oh well. I just walk around all day thinking about how I'm gonna die. Is that healthy? Is that what depression is? Or is that real life? Is that just like everybody's just distracting themselves and I'm just like perpetually aware? I'm just constantly stuck in like, this is all gonna go away. I don't think it's a detriment to myself. It might be to other people. But fuck them. I never fit in. I've always been a loner. I've always been a boner. I've always been a blood donor, sperm donor. I want to make some money. Let me be a sperm donor for a little bit. Save up some cash. How's that something that people always look into and they just like can't? Like, I want to actually do it. Let me be a sperm donor. If I were to go on Shark Tank, I would invent something that I think is absolutely necessary for everyone to have in their home at all times. And these are air pills. Now, I know what you're thinking. This is stupid. Why would you swallow a capsule of air when you could just breathe, right? Because all of a sudden you need water now too, you know? I'm gonna just drink all my air, so I'm gonna have to just be taking constantly these air pills and washing them down with water. I'm just gonna drown myself and then I'm gonna burp. Okay? These air pills are for use on the vagina only. You take an air pill and you put it up there, and then the capsule dissolves, and then what you're left with is some air that when you're, walking around doing whatever, sometimes you'll hit a step a little different and you'll just go air pills for queefing. This is my $1 million idea. I'm requesting what is it? I don't know, what's the math? $50,000 in exchange for 5% of my company, Sharks. Air pills for queefing. Buy it now. And you'd be a fool. You'd be a fool to not have one in your home at all times. At least 100. It can get extreme. You get these extra large air pills. Bro, you'd be queefing for days. And this is the world that I want to live in, but we're not ready for that. We're just not advanced enough. If everybody was me, everything would turn to shit real quick. I've been in a little bit of a pickle lately. I want to start waking up early, but I keep procrastinating on doing it. I'm like, I'll start tomorrow. But like, then it's tomorrow, and it forces you. There's no way to wake up early tomorrow now, You can only get there by procrastinating, and it's just difficult. What am I supposed to do, There's nothing you can do, really. You start fixing your sleep schedule, but you have to wait till tomorrow to do it. There's no way to wake up early without procrastinating. Like, why can't I just wake up early now? Why can't I just wake up early tomorrow now? It's not fair. I don't like the way the time works, You always hear about a B line. But whatever happened to the A line? I made a beeline for the thing. I made a line for the thing. I made a line for the bathroom. You know, whatever happened to A line? I'm worried. I'm worried sick. He's been gone for years. A line has been. And I need him here now. I need A line to come and comfort me in my time of need. If you say Hunky Dory, someone asks you how you doing, everything's all hunky dory. I hope you realize that I picture Dory from Nemo, Finding Nemo, absolutely fucking jacked. All right, a hunky dory. That's a hunky dory. I hate that. Yes, I do. I don't want to picture. So if you say hunky dory, stop. Because I've never thought of Ellen as the person to be a hunk, you know? Which brings me to my next question that I want to pose. Does Ellen dress like a lesbian, or do lesbians dress like Ellen? I don't know. It's a good question. Did she start that? Probably not. But think about it. What is Barstool? Dave Portnoy eats pizzas in one bite. Everyone knows the rules. But what does anyone do at Barstool? They just repost video. They're just memes. It's just a content farm. What else is there? That's all anything is now in this fucking country. It's all just a fucking content farm. God damn. Have you ever started thinking about too much? Like, have you ever thought about too much? It's fucking too much, dude. To think that's too much. Yeah, that's too much. I think Skate 3 is a way worse influence on the young population than compared to Call of Duty. Because there's a mini game in Skate 3 where it is your goal to break as many of your bones as possible. And now, you say what you will about school shootings, but I think children jumping off bridges onto concrete is probably way worse. But honestly, if some kid did that, some kid jumped onto concrete and try to break as many bones as possible, I hope that as his soul was leaving his body, now as the lights were going out, as he was just exiting this mortal plane of existence, I truly hope that he saw a bunch of points. I hope he got a lot of points, man. Yeah. Because, you know, at least he could go out in style. My friend said he's getting really serious about comedy. I was like, that's fucking stupid. What's funny about being serious? Have you ever been, like, feeling bad for yourself? As it's easy to get caught in a spiral of doing? And you find yourself thinking, I just want to be wanted. I just want to be wanted. You know, I want somebody to want me. I want to be wanted. Why would you want to be wanted? Like, what kind of selfish prick do you have to be to want a bounty on your head? Like you're so worth killing. People think that if somebody gets their IP or their fucking address, that they're just gonna be killed, as if it's not still illegal. Like you're so worth killing, you know? Fucking, why do you want to be wanted? Did you do anything? Did you even do anything to deserve being wanted? Stupid. It's dumb. Alright, I don't know. I'm struggling this week. I think that's about all I have in the tank for this day. Thank you so much for listening. I appreciate you. I'm trying to do better at being consistent because it's hard, man. It's hard. Thank you for listening. If you enjoyed, please feel free to share it with someone you think might also enjoy, because that's how we do things around here. And I will see you guys in the next episode. Goodbye.